You get one guess as to who my favorite is. It's Spectral. In honor of spooky season, I want to rate the ghost Pokemon. Ghost types are some of my favorite Pokemon, and since Halloween and ghosts go well together, it just made sense. And it's a lot more work for my brain to edit a video game than it is to edit just me talking. I've gathered my boys around, and I've put on my ghost Pokemon trainer costume, and we're just, yeah, let's write some ghost Pokemon. I will, however, not be rating Mega Evolutions and Gigantamax Evolutions because I just don't want to. So the first Pokemon I'm looking at is the Alolan Marowak, and it's nice. I like the changes they made from its normal form to the Alolan form, which is, it's Fire and Ghost. It's not Ground and Ghost. Oh, that makes sense, actually. I like the blue flames on its bone, though. But it's definitely probably a 7 out of 10 for me. It could be better, but it's also probably not the worst ghost type out there. It gets points for improved appearance. Next we have is Misdreavus, and when I was little, I always wanted a Misdreavus on my team. I thought it was just like one of the coolest ghost types. I loved the look of it, loved that it was kind of rarer to find in Diamond and Pearl, and like, you know, you had like the time system, so ghost Pokemon showed up more at night. So I'm giving Misdreavus a higher score, definitely like 8 out of 10, maybe even not a 9 out of 10, definitely a solid 8 out of 10. But Misdreavus just looks so cool. I like Misdreavus. I've always wanted a Misdreavus, and I don't think I've ever actually had one on my team. I should fix that. We're going on to Galarian Corsola, only because I would go in evolution order, but the Pokemon website that I have to look at, the list isn't in evolution order, so we're rolling with it, baby. I really enjoy Galarian Corsola over regular Corsola, and flipping back and forth between the picture of my phone. That's why I'm looking down. I like that since it's a ghost type now, it looks like dead coral. It's all white. I even think, is it somewhat translucent? I can't tell because it's a picture, obviously, but I really enjoy the changes from regular Corsola to Galarian Corsola. Definitely an 8 out of 10 for me. We have Shadinja. Is it Shadinja? No, it's Shadinja. We have Shadinja, which is a bug ghost type, and I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 just because I love the concept of Shadinja. I only realized this year that it's a second evolution form to, which Pokemon is it? Yeah, it's a secondary to Ninjask, which if you have so you get Shadinja if you have an open slot in your party when Ninjask is evolving. And I like the concept of Shadinja because it's the, what is it? Is it like the husk or like the cocoon? I don't even describe this. Is any of this making sense? You all know what I'm talking about. But that's why it gets a 9 out of 10. It's just it's such a fun, not even like a hidden Pokemon, because we know about it, we know how to get it, but it's a fun side thing. I love when Pokemon does that, when they either give fun little sides, fun little tidbits to their Pokemon, what is it, Inkay? You had to turn your DS upside down to evolve it. That's just fun. It's just fun little bonuses. And, they can get really tedious, but I think they're fun, and that's what matters. 9 out of 10 for Shadinja. Did I say that? Sableye is another 9 out of 10, and don't be mad, I really like ghost Pokemon. But I like the look of Sableye. Sableye is another one like Misdreavus. I've always wanted one on my team. It's little goblin boy, son, baby. Love him. Shuppet, I'm giving 3 feels too mean. Shuppet gets 3.5 out of 10 because 4 feels too generous, but 3 feels too mean. Shuppet's just points deducted for blandness. Nothing against Shuppet. I'm sure they're a fine Pokemon, but they're very boring to look at, and we're rating based on appearance and nothing else. I wish this website gave me the evolution families. Oh, they do. Perfect. So next, we have Bennett. Bennett? Bennett. We're going with Bennett. Bennett gets... why is the picture not loading? I will go back to the little icon. We're giving Bennett a 6 out of 10. A definite improvement from Shuppet, and it's being done dirty because the website won't load the image, so I'm just going off of this tiny, tiny little baby pixel. But Bennett gets a 6 out of 10. It's definite improvement on Shuppet. We got the zipper mouth. We got the red eyes. There's interesting features, but there's room to work with it. Duskull! Okay, Duskull gets... We're gonna give Duskull an 8 out of 10. I like Duskull. I think Duskull's cute. When I played Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, and then Pokemon Coliseum was the first one, and I'm the monster that only played Gale of Darkness. But no, I liked Duskull when I saw Duskull in Gale of Darkness, and is it called a Shadow Pokemon in those games? God, it's been years since I've played. But Duskull was one of the ones that like I wanted on my team. I like Duskull. I like the Duskull evolutions. So 8 out of 10 for Duskull. Duskull's a good boy. He's small, shaped like friends, and he has his hands behind his back. He's so nice. He's so polite. Duskull gets a 5 out of 10. It's a definite disimprovement. Disimprovement? What? What word am I thinking of? I'm going with it. It's a definite disimprovement from Duskull, but it's not as boring as like a Shuppet is to look at. Like there's things happening, there's intrigue there, but it's not as nice. It's not as nice as Duskull. Points deducted for not being as nice to look at. Drifloon, 7 out of 10. Spooky lore, excellent spooky lore. I believe it is, what is it? They grab children and float away with them. All of the ghost Pokemon, like little fun fact that the Pokedex give you, are so wonderfully upsetting. Like I think, is it Gengar? The signature of the Gastly trio move is, the signature move is Lick, and like the lore related to that is like if they lick you, they steal your soul or something like that. But so like Drifloon's lore is that they steal away children and they float away with them, and that's so wonderfully upsetting for a children's game. 8 out of 10 for Drifloon. Did I say 7 out of 10? 8 out of 10. We're changing it. Drifloon is also 8 out of 10. I don't have any complaints. I like that it's like hot air balloon style. I like that it's, like a hot air balloon. Hot air balloon style. It's a hot air balloon. I don't think it's any better than Drifloon. I don't think it's any worse. It's a nice improvement, but it doesn't give me anything better. I'm not like, yes, I enjoy this more, I enjoy this less. There aren't things that I hate about it. I like that it's from, you have the small hand balloon to an air balloon. I think that's fun. But it's an 8 out of 10. It's a fine Pokemon. Miss Magius is next. I'm gonna give Miss Magius, what was Mischievous? Was Mischievous a 7 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10? Whatever, I'm gonna give Miss Magius a 7 out of 10, unless Mischievous was 8 out of 10. I should have written my thoughts down, but no, we're just rapid fire doing this. We're just going at it, and it was definitely a mistake. No, Miss Magius is an 8 out of 10. I like the emphasis of the witch look. I like the gems across the chest that were from Mischievous' necklace. Miss Magius is an 8 out of 10. It's a good look. It's a good look. Spiritomb is a 10 out of 10. I enjoy everything that, I know about Spiritomb, which is not a lot, to be granted, but I enjoy that, Spiritomb is, you discover it upon a little rock, and it just pops out of the rock, and then you're just in this Pokemon fight. I think, is it a pseudo-legendary or a mythic? I remember there being some sort of exciting thing about it, but I just, I enjoy Spiritomb. I enjoy the uniqueness of it. I enjoy the look of Spiritomb. There's just, it does a lot for me. 10 out of 10. Great Pokemon. No, I lied. 9 out of 10. Points deducted for not having a great evolution, because I think Spiritomb would have a slappin' evolution. Duskinar! Oh, my first encounter with Duskinar was it Explorers of Time and Sky, and then there's a third one in that Explorers, which was it was like what Platinum was for Diamond and Pearl, but it was for the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. There was Time. Was Sky the third one? And then, was it Space was the second one? Because I know it was for, Palkia and Dialga. Those were, the legendaries, how Red and Blue were for, the trio. And then you went on to Rayquaza, because Rayquaza is related to the trio. I'm not familiar with the Pokemon games before Diamond and Pearl. Don't come for me. But Duskinar was the villain of Explorers of Sky. That's just the name I'm gonna run with. And he was just such a good character in that game. He was my first encounter with Duskinar as an evolution, as a Pokemon. And he was a great villain. Was he? I'm 99% sure he was the villain. It's been so long. I should replay Explorers of Sky. The Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games are so good, and we just really need another one. Come on. No more remakes. Give me originality. And give me another Ranger game, too. I want to be a Pokemon police officer. Duskinar, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Like, I enjoyed it, and my first experience with it, and it being, like, a pseudo-villain, I enjoyed the look of him, although he's not a 10 out of 10 because he does get points deducted for being a villain. I'm sorry. I'm double-edged sword. Frostlass is so beautiful. I've always wanted a Frostlass on my team. I don't know why. I've never had one on my team. Like, I have all of these, like, Pokemon that I've, like, always wanted to have in game because I like the look of them and I think they'd be wonderful to have on my team, and then I just never have them. Part of it is because, like, it's like the game I'm playing, like, they're not in that game. But outside of that, I don't have an excuse. I should just, like, have them on my team. I always enjoy Frostlass whenever I see them. Like, either in, like, a rival trainer's team or, like, just in the wild. Definitely 8 out of 10. It's a good look. Good look. But I do think there's just something about it, though, that I dislike. But I can't put my finger on it. Rotom! Or Rotom! I don't know how this one's pronounced. I'm gonna go with Rotom, because that's how I want to pronounce it. All of these are just how I want to pronounce them. Fight me. So, Rotom in all of Rotom's forms gets a 9 out of 10. It's just, it is a ghost. Yeah, everything, like, we've talked about up till now has been a ghost Pokemon, so it is, a ghost. But Rotom is just, like, truly, like, it possesses a washer, it possesses a fridge, or it becomes a fridge. No, it possesses them, because what game is it? Is it Sword and Shield, where it possesses your Pokedex, and you have a Rotom in Pokedex form? Like, it's just so genuinely, truly, like, this is a ghost. It's possessing these items and becoming these items, and it's so fun. It's like another, like Shadinja. Like, that's just such a fun little bonus to it that, like, they could have just given you this ghost electric type, but no. They gave it different forms, and that's so fun. Giratina, which is our first legendary. Giratina is a legendary, right? Or is it a pseudo-legendary? I'm just gonna call it a legendary, because in my heart, it's a legendary Pokemon. So, I take this back, not both forms getting the same rank. The altered form gets an 8 out of 10, and the origin form gets a 7 out of 10. I like the look of the altered form more. I like its little leggies. Although, the ribbons become the wings. I don't look at Pokemon enough. I need to look at them more. But I like what the neck collar is doing on origin form more. And it loses its little spikes. No, I'm sticking. Altered form is 8 out of 10 because I love how it looks with its legs. It's so much better with its legs than without them. Yamask! I forgot Yamask had another form. Yamask is... I'm giving Yamask a 5 out of 10 for both forms. It's another one where, like, it could be worse, but it could also be better. Like, it doesn't really do anything for me. It's just very middle of the road. I like the concept of Yamask being that, like, these are people that, they died, obviously, because they're ghost Pokemon, but, like, the mask and the rocks that they're carrying around are related to who they were in life, and, it's just like that. It's wonderfully creepy, again, for what is quite literally a children's game, just, like, this acknowledgement of death and these horrible things that happen with ghost Pokemon in a children's game. It's so wonderfully creepy. I love it. I want more of it. And it's not just ghost Pokemon either that has, like, this really, like, not even wonderfully creepy, but, like, really messed up lore. Like, what is it? Drampa? If I'm saying that right, if I'm remembering that name right, the dragon Pokemon that we got for Sword and Shield, or is it just a fire type? I can't remember, but when a kid's being bullied, it goes to the bully's house and burns it down, and it's like, that's really messed up for a kid's game, but it's so, it's wonderful. It's just wonderfully malicious. you think of kids games as being like this lighthearted, cheerful, like everything is sunshine and rainbows to like an extent, and then you just, its favorite kid is being bullied, so it burns the bully's house down. Like, what? Cofagrigus, I'm giving, what do I want to give a Cofagrigus? I'll give it a 4 out of 10 because I like it less than Yamask, but it's still very much like, when I saw Cofagrigus when it was announced or revealed, both, I think it's cool. I think it's an interesting concept, but it doesn't do anything for me. Yeah. Oh, Runerigus though. I gotta give Runerigus its own rating. I completely forgot Runerigus existed because I forgot Yamask had a different form. I don't think I've ever actually seen Runerigus. Do you have that happen to you with Pokemon? Like, you're just like, I played the game for years. I played since Diamond and Pearl came out. Like, Diamond and Pearl was my first game, and I just, like, still to this day, like, there are Pokemon that I'll see and I'll be like, you're not real, and then they are real, and I'd never encountered them in game. I just never saw them anywhere. That's what's happening to me with Runerigus right now. I'm like, you're not real. Runerigus, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. I like what's going on with Runerigus. I like that across the rock, there's this, like, red snake thing painted. I like the look of it being all of these different haunted rocks. I like what's going on with Runerigus. The grudge Pokemon? What is your lore? After absorbing the spirit of a Yamask... Oh, this is messed up. So it's not even an evolution of Yamask, although, like, it is. It just eats Yamask! I don't like that. 7 out of 10. Frillish gets a 5 out of 10 because I feel about Frillish the same way I do about Drifloon and its evolution. I like that it's a jellyfish. I don't think we've had a jellyfish Pokemon before, but like Frillish and Jellicent just like 5 out of 10. Like, it could be better, could be worse, but like I just and I get very similar vibes from them too. Like Frillish and Jellicent, just even the look of them just remind me of Drifloon and Drifloon. Litwick! Oh, Litwick? Litwick was another one that when I saw it, I was like, oh, I want you on my team, but then everybody else also saw Litwick, and they were like, yes! Small, cute, candle Pokemon, love him! And so I started hating him out of spite. Well, not hating him, but I lost a lot of interest in him, because I'm one of those people that, like, I don't want to go for, this is gonna sound really pretentious, but I don't want to go for the popular thing. Not because it's popular, but because I want to show, like, the other things love. So, like, when, for example, when Sun and Moon, not Sword and Shield, when Sun and Moon came out, everybody wanted Moon because it was no, it wasn't the first Ghost Legendary, but the Bat was just, the Bat Legendary. Sorry, I don't know the names because I haven't beat Sun and Moon. But the Ghost Legendary in Moon was just such a cooler, more interesting design than what was the Lion of Moon. And so I really wanted Moon, but like everybody I knew was getting Moon. Like, Moon was like just, it was the more popular copy, so I was like, well, I don't want to get Moon because everybody else is going to have it. I want to get Sun because, well, that was just generally me being like, I don't want it because everybody else has it. But a lot of times now I just stop wanting the popular thing because everybody else wants it. There's no good way to phrase this, but I tend to go to the less loved things because they need love too. So I got Sun because nobody I knew was getting Sun. I stopped liking a lot of like the really popular Ghost Pokemon. We're not going to talk about the Gengars surrounding me, but so I started like tending to like things that, at least in terms of Pokemon, this is obviously not how I run my life, but like I started liking Pokemon that I saw weren't getting as much love as a lot of like the really big name ones. This is not true for all of them. Gestures. Litwick, 9 out of 10. Very cute. Litwick makes me so happy to look at. Which also means that Litwick and its evolutions, Lampent, and is it Chandelure? I'm actually gonna give So Chandelure will be an 8 out of 10 because I like Chandelure more than I like Lampent. And Lampent, I think, is actually going to be a 6 out of 10 instead of just going down to 7. Because I think they just, Litwick was really, it's a good design, it's a cute design, but I don't think Lampent and Chandelure live up to Litwick. I think it's disimprovement. What is that word? It's a disimprovement from Litwick. It's a downgrade. That's it. It's a football game's going good, but they're a downgrade from what Litwick was, at least in my opinion. So Chandelure, 8 out of 10. Lampent, 6 out of 10. Golett. So Golett gets, there are a lot of ground and ghost types, aren't there? Or am I just noticing that they're ground and ghost when I'm opening them? This is math for later. Golett gets, so Golett will be a 6 out of 10. Like, I like Golett, and I like what Golett evolves into, and I think Golett's just like a good little round boy. I love him. Shaped like friend, 6 out of 10. And then I love its evolution Golurk, which I'm gonna give an 8 out of 10, and I remember seeing, like, the moment I fell in love with Golurk was when I was going to see Detective Pikachu, and I saw the Golurk. Is it directing traffic in the movie? Regardless, I saw the Golurk, like, existing in the city, and I just, like, it looked so cool, and I just, like, I fell in love with it. Golurk is, no, I'm bumping it up. Golett gets a 7 out of 10, Golurk gets a 9 out of 10. I love Golurk. Maybe even a 10 out of 10. Maybe you're another perfect boy. He's big, he's spooky, big spooky boy. I love him. He's great. Honedge. So Honedge, Steel Ghost. Honedge and the entire evolution were they in X and Y? Is that when they were introduced? The Honedge on my team was stacked. My god, it was my carry. It was in X and Y, and it's only been in Sword and Shield. This is not the Honedge love we came for. Honedge is great. So, Honedge is gonna be a 9 out of 10. Duoblade, 9 out of 10. I love them. I love that it's just a sword. Like, I know like there's the running joke of like, oh, like Pokemon's just losing creativity. And then, you know, you got the backfire of Geodude's a rock with arms. Like, what's that Tumblr post? He's a rock with arms, but he's got a great personality. But I just like this is what I like about Ghost Pokemon is like that they're just like, it's like Honedge, it's just a sword, but it's also like we've never really seen a Pokemon that's like been like just like a weapon before, and I love. No, I closed my window, but it's so cool to look at. And then Aegislash, 10 out of 10. Love my Aegislash. Oh, like the minute an Aegislash stuff, like the minute Aegislash gets any sort of stuffed animal plush, which. No, it's a stuffed animal. I'm an adult. It's a stuffed animal. But the minute Aegislash or Honedge or Duoblade gets any sort of plush or anything, snatching that bad boy up, and I should actually go look and see if it's there, because I get so caught up in my love for Gengar. And Gengar has so much stuff, because it's like the most popular ghost type, give or take, that I forget about my love for my other kids. But yeah, Honedge, Duoblade, 9 out of 10. Duoblade, it's just Honedge, but slight different coloring, and 2 swords, double swords, number 3. But it's very similar to what Honedge already looks like, so it didn't downgrade, but it didn't improve. And then Aegislash, it's got a shield. Like, how can you not love that? Like, it's so good. Phantump and Trevenant. I remember being little. I was like 15. I remember being smaller, younger, that's the word. I remember being younger and liking Phantump, and Trevenant, because I just like, grass type is also another weird love of mine, but I can't definitively say I like grass types like I love ghost types. But I remember like looking at it and being like, oh, Phantump, it's so cute, I love it, and it's a ghost type. And, like, I still think it's very cute, but I don't have, like, that same, like, reaction to it that I know that I had when I was younger. I still think I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 though, just because like it's cute. He's a small little boy. I love him. I want to give him a hug. And we have Trevenant, who he does become a big spooky boy, and so my favorite like type of Pokemon and I'm not talking like fire type, water type, grass type, ghost type, because ghost type that's the fave. I say touching the poison electric type. But like my favorite genre of Pokemon, shall we say, are the ones that like start out as like cute little friend, and its final evolution is giant horrifying monster. Or not even necessarily giant horrifying monster, because it's Pokemon, nothing is giant horrifying monster, but like we've disregarded the cuteness of the first form for big monster, I'll call it, even though monster isn't the word I want, but like big tough thing. Big boy. Yeah. I can't remember Rillaboom's first form, but like I went with Rillaboom in Sword and Shield because I hated the other two final evolutions for Sobble and the bunny. Because I really wanted the bunny too, but then I saw its final evolution and I was like, this is not that cool. So I went with Rillaboom because I really liked Rillaboom's final evolution. And normally I hate monkey type Pokemon, but that's just my bias against monkeys. But so like Rillaboom, I went for that evolution, which you have cute little boy becomes not so cute big boy. And I had Chespin from, was that X and Y or was that Sun and Moon? No, that was X and Y because Owlet was Sun and Moon, and I went with Owlet because it was a bird, and I have a bird. Yes. Also because it came a ghost type. But so I had Chespin in X and Y because again, small cute little thing becomes, I could describe Chestnut as big monster. It becomes big monster. And I didn't function this entirely with all of my starters, with all of my choices. Like, I don't think Gengar, starts out as cute little boy and becomes big spooky monster. Gengar gives me joy, so I always have a Gengar on my team. Which is probably why I don't ever have any other ghost types on my team. So, like, I feel that with Trevenant. Trevenant? I gotta look at the name. I feel that with... Who is texting me? But I feel that with Trevenant, that it's like, it was small, cute thing, completely disregard cuteness in favor of becoming big, horrifying monster. So what did I give Phantom? Did I give Phantom a 7 out of 10? So I'll give Trevenant a 7 out of 10 as well. Same, with that, whatever Phantom was, I'll give to Trevenant because it didn't downgrade. It didn't improve. Like, Trevenant's good. Trevenant looks good. I enjoy Trevenant. Don't think I'll ever have one on my team, though. If I could have other ghosts. Right across the face. Pumpkaboo! So, Pumpkaboo suffers from, so I will give really quickly. Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist. Oh, and it's got little teeth. Okay, Pumpkaboo is gonna get bonus points for the fact that it comes in different sizes. So you got average size, small size, large size, super size. Looks exactly the same, it's just bigger or smaller. And I don't know if there's, like, any stats or anything that play into it, because that's not how I play Pokemon. Listen, if you don't have 4 attack moves and you're just trying to bulldozer your way through everything, you're not playing Pokemon right. I don't know strategy. But, so, yeah, like, average, small, large, super size, like, that's, like, just, like, a fun little thing. It's like the Poltegeist, how you could have the genuine and fake teacup. It's just like, they didn't have to. They didn't have to add these details, but they did, and it's just a really nice bonus. So I will give Pumpkaboo, I'll give Pumpkaboo a 6 out of 10. I'm deducting points because Pumpkaboo also suffers from, like, everybody loved Pumpkaboo, and so I was like, well, I'm gonna move on to other things then, because everybody else has a Pumpkaboo. Why am I like this? So, Pumpkaboo gets a 6 out of 10, And Gourgeist, I've never actually seen Gourgeist, which makes sense because, like, I don't have Pumpkaboo. And I don't think Pumpkaboo and Gourgeist are really... Are they used by trainers a lot? I don't think Ghost-type Pokemon are really used by trainers unless you're fighting, like, specifically Ghost-type trainers, which I don't think there's a lot of them in the wild. But I could be wrong. I could just not pay attention to things. Gourgeist will also get a 6 out of 10. I like the look of Gourgeist. I like that it's a little jack-o'-lantern. Or not a jack-o'-lantern, because that's specifically a pumpkin, and it's, you know, a gourd, and not a pumpkin. Even though it's known as that's not a pumpkin. It's not a squash. Why are you called the pumpkin Pokemon? Pumpkaboo better also be the pumpkin Pokemon, because that's literally got pumpkin in its name. Good. It is known as pumpkin Pokemon. It's like how Deerling, what is it? Deerling is known as the seasonal Pokemon, but it's like you have deer in the name. Come on. I know there were other deer Pokemon, but are you kidding me? Seasonal? Deerling? So Gourgeist, 6 out of 10. Hoopa. Ooh, Hoopa. Excellent boy. So Hoopa Confined. Hoopa Confined. I'm gonna give Hoopa Confined a 5 out of 10. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't like it. I don't hate it. I like Hoopa because it's like I like Hoopa Unbound. Like that's what I'm here for. Like I don't like Hoopa. I don't hate Hoopa. I think Hoopa's an excellent Pokemon. I got one when the event was going on. Years and years ago. I think I have 2 or 3 Hoopas from that event, but don't quote me on it. Oh, and it's shiny is so cool too. I'm dying. And so Hoopa, 5 out of 10. Don't dislike it. Well, I do like it, so I shouldn't say I don't like it, but I don't dislike it, but I'm not like, ooh, yes to Hoopa. Hoopa Unbound, 10 out of 10. Like, Hoopa, the Hoopa line is what I'm talking about when I was talking about earlier. Like, I go for the ones that, like, abandon all of their cuteness to be big, spooky monster. That is Hoopa Unbound. Hoopa Unbound, big, spooky monster. 10 out of 10. Perfect. I would be that trainer that's just, like, walking around with all of, like, my big, scary monster Pokemon, and I'd just be like, this is Baby. This is Spanch. This is Stinky Man. But, like, I've got a giant legendary monster with 5 floating arms and just a gaping hole in his chest, like, and I'd be like, this is Stinky Man McGee. Like, that would be me. That would be me. Hoopa Unbound, 10 out of 10. Perfect. No room for improvement. Stay exactly as you are, Hoopa Unbound. Wait, what does Hoopa Unbound shiny look like? Hold on, I'm investigating. We're pausing everything so I can investigate. Where's the shiny? Where? And I'm sure it's just bright gold. Yeah, it's just bright gold. Shiny Hoopa's 9 out of 10 deducted for just being bright gold. You're a legendary. You could have a better shiny form. Decidueye, I'm gonna give Decidueye a 9 out of 10, because I do remember, like, when, you know how, like, a lot of times the final evolutions for starters get leaked, I do remember being disappointed in the final evolution for Owlette, and being like, there's no way it's this, like, it's gotta be better, but, like, also knowing in my heart, like, that was gonna be the final evolution. But I do really like Decidueye. He's probably one of my favorite starters, just, like, ever. But definitely points deducted, because I remember being disappointed with the final evolution, but he's really cool. He's very cool. Orikoro, I'm gonna give, or I guess I should do, like, specifically a Sensu style for Orikoro, although I do enjoy that it does have different brands. But the Sensu style, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. I didn't like Orikoro when it was first revealed anyway, and I think the different styles, the other, like the Pau Pom Pom and Bailey styles are just, they're somehow better than the Sensu style. But I'm very about Orikoro, not Orikoro, I apologize. But just feeling very about Orikoro. Definitely not one of my faves. And then we had Sandygast, if I can actually click on it. So Sandygast and what is its evolution? Palosand. Oh, like pile of sand. This is like when I realized Geodude was a play off of Geode. But so Sandygast, another 3 out of 10. Very feelings for Sandygast. And I'll give Palossand 3 out of 10 as well. Just very feelings. Definitely not my favorite ghost type. I look at that and I'm like, I really don't have any desire to have you on my team. Just not for me. Not for me. Mimikyu. Oh, Mimikyu. Very good. Mimikyu makes me... I remember Mimikyu having sad lore. Now everyone knows it's Mimikyu. Mimikyu will get a 5, not a 5, 6 out of 10 points for having, like, sad lore that, like, tugs on your heartstrings. But, like, there are better ghost types, I'm sorry. But I do, if there was a Mimikyu plush, I would buy. But, oh, wait, no, I remember, was it in Sun and Moon? Like, you encounter Mimikyu in, like, a grocery store or something, and there's actually, like, really something quite creepy around it. So 7 out of 10. Points for, like, actual creepy presentation. Points deducted for not having an evolution. I'm very persnickety about the Pokemon I want on my team, and that, like, they just, at minimum, have to have one evolution, just because I like the fun of evolving them. I like evolving them. It's fun. I like them having different looks. Delmize? Which, were you... Oh, you are in both Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon. I like the concept of Delmize, and I like that it's just Demise. But, I'm gonna have to look into that more, because why is it Delmize? Like, I know it's a pun off of Demise, but it's like, Palossand is pile of sand, because it's a sand castle. And so this is an anchor and the wheel of a ship, and so I'm wondering, like, what sea terminology or nautical terminology am I not familiar with that they're making the play off of Delmize with. Delmize gets, it's 9 out of 10. It's like how Honedge was just, like, it's just very unique to look at Honedge. Delmize is the exact same way. Like, I enjoy looking at Delmize. If I didn't already have a ghost type on lock on my team, I would honestly have probably taken Delmize in either Sword or Shield or Sun and Moon. Like, what was I? Did I say 9 out of 10? I'm changing it to 9 out of 10, whatever it was before, because if that's the thing that I'm just gonna say on instinct, that'll be its rank. But yeah, it's very unique. I really enjoy how Delmize looks. And it doesn't even have an evolution. And I still, like, I genuinely enjoy Delmize so much. Lunala, or is that Lunella? I'm gonna go with Lunala. Necrozoma? This is what I get for not beating Pokemon games, is that I don't know things. Oh, it's one of those, it's not a Pokemon. Ultra Beast? Is that what it is? Is it an Ultra Beast? I'm getting ahead of myself. Back up! Lunala. Lunala, I am giving Lunala point deduction because I'm petty, because, like I said, everybody wanted Lunala, so that made me like Lunala less and made me go over to Solgaleo? Is that his name? Solgaleo? That's what we're gonna go with. But still, it's very pretty. It's a very unique design. Like, I understand why everyone went for Lunala, so I'm definitely giving it an 8 out of 10. And was it the first bat Pokemon? Zubat's right there. Right there, and you forgot about it. But so yeah, 8 out of 10 for Lunala. Just mainly points deducted for, popularity, because I'm petty. Necrozoma, Dawnwings, which is Lunala with Necrozma, not Necrozoma, Necrozma, and Ultra Necrozma. Oh, that looks sick! Wait, where's Ultra Necrozma? Come back. Or is that for Ultra Sun and Moon? Whatever. But yeah, Dawnwings, definitely 9 out of 10, because it is definitely an improvement on Lunala, and I guess Necrozma, but Necrozma's not a ghost type, so Necrozma's not in this. But it's definitely, like, there are changes for the better in terms of the appearance. Not that Lunala looks bad again. I understand why it was popular, and I still think Lunella is very pretty and beautiful, and I still want it. But I like the changes for Dawn Wings. Marshadow. Marshadow is a 9 out of 10. He's small boy, small friend. I think there's a Marshadow plush, actually. I'm gonna have to go look. Gloom Dweller Pokemon? But yeah, before I get too lost in the lore, Marshadow, 9 out of 10. He's small, he's friend, he stands there and goes, but he does get points deducted because he's full of secrets. I want to know the secrets. Blacephalon? I'm learning so much. That's right, you're an Ultra Beast and you're a clown and I hate you. I am a clown hater. Yeah. Yeah, it is an Ultra Beast. Yeah, Ultra Beast. Oh, I'm giving Blacephalon. Giving it a 2 out of 10. I don't like it. Don't like the clown look. Well, I shouldn't say I don't like it, because, like, it is an interesting design, but of the Ultra Beasts, it's definitely one of the worst, if I vaguely remember what the other Ultra Beasts look like, but no. 2 out of 10 for Blacephalon. Points deducted for clown. Oh my god, there's still... Oh wait, no, I'm getting to the end of the list. So Sinistea and Poltegeist. Sinistea I'm gonna give a 6 out of 10. And in Poltegeist, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. They do get points because, like I was talking about earlier, like, the details that they didn't have to do. There's a way to figure out that it's either artificial or genuine, and it's some sort of, like, appearance that it has, but you could only get it through, like, some sort of specific mean. I don't remember, nor do I care that much about these details. But, like, it does get points for that, because it's like, they didn't have to do that, and they did, and that is just, like, a nice little fun extra thing to have. But Poltegeist is a 5 out of 10 just because, like, Poltegeist doesn't do anything for me. I think Sinistea is the cuter, like, it just looks better than Poltegeist. I definitely think Poltegeist was a downgrade. But I don't hate Poltegeist. Like, I do enjoy Poltegeist. Actually, is there a Poltegeist plush that I wanted? There was something with Sinistea that it got merged for, and I was like, yes. I want you. 5 out of 10 for Poltegeist. Although I take it. I take it back. Poltegeist is a 6 out of 10 because it gets points for it being a pun on Poltergeist. Can I get back to my list, please? Corsola, but the evolution of Galarian Corsola, which... That's also just called Corsola. I'm smart. I can't... God, what did I give Corsola? This is why I needed to write down my thoughts. Whatever Corsola was, give it 1 point above that. Actually, 1 point below that. Because I like Galarian Corsola more than I like Cursola, but I do think it's fun that the Galarian form of Corsola has an evolution into Cursola. Oh, and it's, like, cracked out of the Corsola. And it's grown into a plant. Oh, that's cute. That's fun. Fun little details. But I do like Galarian Corsola more than Cursola. So, 1 point below. Whatever that was. I already did Runerigus. I'm skipping around. Dreepy. Like, creepy. Dreepy. I will give Dreepy a 6 out of 10. Nah, 5 out of 10. I think Dreepy is one of, like, the really more popular ghost types. I could be wrong, but, like, it's just, like, I understand why it's more popular if it is, but it doesn't do anything for me. 5 out of 10. I don't hate it. I don't love it. But it's good. Good little boy. Little lad, little baby. And then we have the evolution of Dreepy with his Dracloak? Dracloak. Which, I do enjoy that Dreepy and Dracloak do that, like, fish thing where, like, that. Yeah. I enjoy that Dracloak, and I think even Dragapult has, like, the younger evolutions with it. Like, it's just... Dragapult does have the younger evolutions, but they're, like, little torpedoes. Yeah, 5 out of 10 for Dracloak. I think even 4 out of 10 because I'm just so meh about it. Like, I don't feel anything. A Dragapult is 5 out of 10. It gets points for its beady little eyes. It's full of secrets. And Dreepies. I went too far. Spectral! I was so excited when I discovered Spectral was a thing, so I don't have the DLC for Sword and Shield yet. So I didn't know Spectral was a Pokemon until I was watching a friend of mine. Crunch. I was watching a friend of mine do. Was it Radical Red? She was doing like a Nuzlocke run. No, not a Nuzlocke run. I think she'd given up on the Nuzlocke run at that point for good reason. I think she was just doing a fun run. And she had caught a Spectral, which is it a mythic Pokemon? But anyway, I was really excited because it was a horse. It was a ghost horse. We don't have any ghost horses. I feel like all of the horse Pokemon, like, I love the horse Pokemon, but there was no ghost horse. And I was like, yes, ghost horse. And its hooves are, like, disconnected from its body. Just 10 out of 10 for Spectral. Like, I was just so excited to learn there was a ghost horse. And I like the look of Spectral. Just 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Spectral. And we have Calyrex, which is just the Shadow Rider form, which that also Ice Rider. There's an ice horse? I've missed a lot. But the Shadow Rider form, it also 10 out of 10 because he's a little boy on a horse. They ride. They gallop. It was so unnecessary to have them ride. And I love it. And then we've saved the best for last. My boys. So, Gastly, I won't even look at my phone for this. We're just gonna rapid fire my children. So I'm giving Gastly a 9 out of 10 because I still like Gastly. Like, even though Gengar is my favorite, like, I think Gastly's really cute. I'm always very excited to find Gastly because it's like, yes, I have my ghost Pokemon for my team because I always have Gastly, Haunter, Gengar. I always have that evolution on my team. That is my ghost Pokemon on lock. And if they're not in the game, I cry. Wait, have they actually been in every game? Hold on. We're sleuthing. They were in Diamond and Pearl and I didn't have them? Yeah, they've been in every game. So Gastly, 9 out of 10. Definite room for improvement, obviously. But he's little floaty orb. Little boy. Love seeing Gastly. Love Gastly. Haunter is 8 out of 10. Haunter loses points because he has little hands, and I don't like his little hands. Little hands get points deducted. And we have Gengar, who, obviously, 10 out of 10. Shaped like friend. Love him. Perfectly round. No room for improvement. I don't have enough Gengar. Ugh, why am I moving you with this arm and not this arm? That is my ratings of all of the ghost Pokemon. Feel free to disagree with me because this is just purely based on I opened the website page. I open the Pokemon page. I open the page. I see what I'm feeling when I look at them based off of also how I feel with my knowledge of them, and I go from there. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed. I hope the spooky season is fun. Happy Halloween!